Welcome back, everybody. So today, as you probably figured from the title, we'll be talking about a gun that a lot of people probably recognize. This been in just about every action movie you could think of because of mainly how futuristic it looks, and that is the Frankie SPAS-12. Most people recognize this gun from Jurassic Park, mainly. That's where it got most of its probably predominant fame, but it was used in just about every action movie in the 80s and on that had some kind of shotgun work, mainly because of how unique it looks. I imagine it's so futuristic looking. It was used in Terminator. Like I said, Jurassic Park is the main one everybody thinks of. Just there's lists of movies that if you look on Wikipedia or whatever, that the list of movies that this gun has been in is ridiculous. It is a 12 gauge selectable between pump action and semi-automatic shotgun, made by Frankie from like 1979 to 2000. Of course, it was banned in the U.S. in the 1994 Biden-Clinton assault weapons ban. So pretty much anyone you would see in the U.S. is pre-94. And they quit making them in 2000, so after that assault weapons ban sunsetted, these were gone. So this one I have here has the famous collapsible stock. I do have the sling for it. The slings are actually really expensive for these, just like the guns. I also have the factory hook for the stock. However, the end plate of my stock does not have all the pieces for the hook, so I can't use it. But anyway, so talking about this gun, going over it, it's a very complicated shotgun. Very forward thinking in 1979. However, a lot of things are better now. Starting from, I guess, the stock, it's very unique. It has a lever here. You just pull back on it, it latches into the rear sight leaf. Comes back, you have to press this detent to lock it in there. And then the stock hook has another detent and it just locks into place. If the hook were here, used in like the carrying handle mode, you would have to then press it in because it would be under spring tension. You could use it. And the idea behind this hook is actually, it was used as like modern braces so that you could do one-handed shooting, I guess. They wanted you to be able to. But anyway, kind of looks cool, but I don't know if it's really that useful. It does make a difference. You can. Just having it on there, it does help support the weight of the shotgun, but not really necessary. It has two different safeties. This one's an older one with the recalled safety lever. They later went to a cross bolt like an 870, because these were known for, well, first, it's clear, but these were known, this lever safety was known for causing the gun to fire when you clicked it off. So anyway, safe, fire. Then it also has what they call their quick engagement release safety right here, so that kind of like a M1 Garand or an M14 or a Mini 14, you push it out of the trigger guard and it's ready to go. Of course, it's in semi-automatic right now. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. This is the magazine disconnect button, unlike a Benelli or any other most American semi-auto shotguns. This, instead of being the bolt release, is the magazine disconnect. The bolt release is actually on this side of this shotgun. The way to change it from pump to semi has 2 marks. So A, it's marked, this line is marked A for automatic, and then M for manual for pump. You press this button, and now it's in pump action. And whoever had this before, which I kind of know who it is, politician's brother, let's just say that, they obviously didn't know how to make it work in semi-auto, or they didn't want to shoot proper loads in it, because what these are known for doing is the wear they get when using them pump a lot, which this one was used in pump action a lot. But because it's an inertia driven shotgun and semi-auto, it doesn't feed the light loads real well. That's why it was designed to be able to use both pump or auto, so that law enforcement or whatever, they could switch loads if they need to go to less lethal rounds or whatever, on the fly. That's why it has a magazine disconnect like right there, and you can switch it from pump and all this and that. Very forward thinking, however, it makes it a very complicated shotgun. The sights on it are actually kind of unique. So they have it's just a ghost ring sight, but if you take a look at this, I don't even know if I can get this in shot, but there's a very small notch at the back of the ghost ring. So the idea being, if you were using buckshot or whatever, you would center the front side post on the rear. However, if you were using slugs, you would put the top of the front sight post in this little bottom notch of the ghost ring in the back. Cool idea. I don't know if it works or not, but anyway. Yeah, this shotgun, it was a gun I wanted ever since I was a kid. You know, Terminator, Jurassic Park, and just about every action movie in between. I think even, Kevin Costner used one in 3,000 Miles to Graceland, which was made after a movie made after 2000, and they're still being used. The Matrix, whatnot. Very cool shotgun. Very iconic looking. But it comes to the downside of it. It's very heavy. When you compare it to a Benelli M4, it's very heavy. It's very front heavy too. I mean, all this extra stuff up front just makes it a very heavy shotgun. Another thing about it is it actually, even though it's really heavy, the recoil impulse is not very good on it. I'd rather try to shoot a Benelli that's way lighter, an M4 that's way lighter than this. Part of that is because of the stock design too, I would say. Which is this is a common thing. I've got a Uzi that has the underfolding stock that's like this. AKs that are underfolders that have stocks like this. They all suck to shoot when it comes to actually shouldering and getting a good cheek weld. A good cheek weld puts your cheek right here where it starts to split, and it's not a comfortable experience really. Plus there's this it's just a metal butt pad, so there's no shock absorption. The only shock absorber or buffer is in the back of the grip, which doesn't really do a whole lot. But shooting it, you really feel the recoil more in this gun, which, considering how heavy it is, it doesn't make sense. But the funny thing is we got this gun, local gun store, you know, we get a lot of our guns from. He happened to have it hiding away in a back corner that he'd gotten off of one of our previous governor's brothers. Anyway, he was like, hey, I know something you would like. He pulled it out, and, you know, I was like, holy crap, this is one of my holy grail guns. And he's like, hey, just make me an offer. We can't get it to work. They couldn't get it to function. And so I bought it. The price I got it at is, you know, less than a third of what they're going for now. And then I turned around and bought some good ammo, you know, some good buckshot, went out back, put it in semi-auto and started plugging away, and the gun dealer was kind of, you know, upset with me a little bit about that one, but whatever. But anyway, you know, it's one of those guns, it's more of a collector piece now for me. Don't really enjoy shooting it that much, so, you know, but it's a gun that I don't think I'd ever get rid of, even though they are going for ridiculous prices. You know, for example, this hook, there's one going on Gunbroker right now for like $425 for this thing. The sling, you know, for like $200, you know, almost $200 for the sling. It's ridiculous, and honestly, I guess if I absolutely needed to, I could sell it, but I don't really see a point in it. It's kind of one of those things like, hey, it's kind of like the Desert Eagle I did the video on. This is a conversation piece, really. It's not really sure, it could be used as a serious use tool. It was for years by many agencies, but it's not an enjoyable shotgun. I'd rather pull out Benelli M4 or something and shoot it. So anyway, I'm trying to think what else I need to cover. Not much. I mean, you know, if you want to get into one of these, you're going to have to pay a lot of money. And there's really not any replacement parts. So if you need replacement parts, good luck. Like I said, if the sling's going for $175, $200, and this little hook is going for $400 plus, trying to imagine what the replacement parts would go for. So anyway, that'll probably be it for this video. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I wasn't feeling too good for the past couple days, so I'm kind of out of breath. But anyway, that's probably going to do it for this video. As always, I'll be back. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe and all that good stuff. Talk to y'all later.